Hello everybody, Sifd here again with another Vampire Survivors run, and today I'm gonna be doing a run with Makoyoni. This guy gets as a passive, area temporary increases at fixed intervals, and the starting weapon is this thing right over here. So for the misclick here, this thing, and 108 bokeh boosts, or whatever it's called. Actually, it's just 8 damage affected by the difference between curse and luck. So we want to have as much curse as possible and as low luck as possible. At least that's what I understand here, or at least I hope this is what it means. And let's get into this. We're gonna only play with one weapon today, and of course we're gonna use where is this the damage thing? The plus damage based on how many weapons I'm missing, which is this thing here, right? So gives 3 rolls, skip banishes, gives 20% might, that's 100% might, and 8%, that's 40% cooldown for each empty weapon slot. And this is what we're gonna look like. Now, as we said, this guy's passive is that my area becomes bigger and smaller. Let's start picking things out. Wings against empty tome. To be honest, let's go wings because it feels like it's harder to find. I might be wrong about this. Let's go hollow heart. I know exactly which 6 weapons I'm gonna go for items, you know. Hollow heart again. Let's continue. I do enjoy that we have this awesome animation going on, so I really like this already. Bokeh base damage up by 4. Let's take that too. Let's continue scaling. I have already pre-banished things I don't want to be finding, so I should only be finding passives I am willing to either level up myself or they are on the stage, right? So that's where I'm finding some armor. Now is the next one. I also want to get more curse, and also even more curse, and then even more curse. What I mean to say is I'm gonna get Turan's box and also the more curse thing. Wings against whole heart. Let's go wings. Moving fast in general is really good. And honestly, let's slowly try rotating over to the bottom of the map, which is my plan. Now, of course, our plan is to get as many levels as fast as possible so I can overlevel. Let's go bokeh again. We don't want to invest into curse this early, but the thing is, for me to be able to overlevel, I will need to invest everything into curse anyway, right? That is a given. As curse is gonna be one of the 2 items we want here. Let's go another bokeh. Base damage up by 4. Fair enough. And really good, of course. We're already doing 60 damage here, so this guy is pretty good in damage-wise. I have to say, pretty decent. And I do enjoy that these things are just flying around for a long while. Let's get empty tome. And now, as I said, we only are missing more curses and Thronos box for damage and curses. And then the build is pretty much ready. We can then start picking up things from the ground. Let's go wings. In my opinion, wings are really good and useful. And now wings level, very nice. So let's just move as fast as we can. Now, I don't know how much cooldown is going to help us, like, at all. But we definitely do damage. Let's actually start investing into cooldown. Wait a minute. Cooldown reduced by 0.1 second. Base damage up by 4. Is the cooldown that it flies off? It doesn't feel right that the cooldown is that it becomes bigger. We're gonna see. When I get my books leveled out to the max, we will be able to realize. Hollow heart, of course. Let's go with more max life. Let's slowly start rotating over to the Pomerola, because in my opinion Pomerola is the first thing I should pick up, so I have some kind of, you know, internal healing or whatever. None of these, as they are on the map. Base damage up by 4. I don't want to get anything that is on the map itself. There is no reason to, at least not in my opinion. Empty tome and hollow heart. Let's go with empty tome. Now, in case you want to know, actually... yeah, we're gonna see how this is gonna look like. I just want to spoil right away that this character does not have an evolution. This weapon does not have an evolution, so that is pretty bad-ish. Let's go with cooldown, I would say. See if the cooldown, or at least feel if the cooldown makes the smaller, bigger thing happen more often. I was also thinking about maybe doing a run with this character and having, you know, everything that does care about area become bigger and smaller. Let's go Skullomaniac. That would mean that I wanted to get, like, garlic and books. And I think those 2 things, and maybe lasers, those things would gonna be like here and then fly around and then come in again, and then fly around and come in again, like, or maybe even Labora or whatever, anything that has a zone or an area. But then I decided, you know what, let's actually try to only play with the main weapon this guy has, just because of funsies, right? I want to do some unique runs, and honestly, I think it's more unique to only use the baseline weapon this guy has. And if we lose, then we lose, right? At the end of the day, this is the whole idea here. I want to try to break the game, but specifically with the weapon these characters have. I don't want to have a million different weapons. I want to make sure that these runs are unique in their own aspect, just by testing out, you know, each unique weapon these guys have. I guess that was not the case yesterday, but whatever. Let's go and quickly spawn the skeleton right now. That would be a really good chance in my opinion, now that I got this flame. If I'm gonna have the flame for when the skeleton's gonna spawn. I do have the flame, and the skeleton's gone. Very nice. You see, I used the flame the correct time, the way I needed and wanted to use it. So very nice on that aspect. This is gonna be skeleton. Oh, it's a hollow heart. That was lucky for us, of course, as I definitely did not want a skeleton. Let's go now hollow heart, and from now on we will obviously hope to get the last item, Turan's box. If I get Turan's box, I can start running around picking up things. Let's go empty box. I will never banish anything, to be honest, as by definition banishments are not going to be used, as I have pre-banished things. In case you didn't see yesterday's video, hopefully a card is going to appear top right. We unlocked, they weren't called banishes, I think they were called, I don't remember what the mechanic is called, but there is like a new mechanic in town that you can pre-banish things and don't find them in the shop. Found Turan's box, off into picking up items from the ground we go. So let's really quickly go and trigger all the guardians, because let's not forget, the more curse we have, the more damage we do. Hey, look, my brethren. Let's go XP gain. These are actually my brother. Wait a minute. I just realized, I think this area is the only one that spawns these. Or I maybe have already realized that the last time I played this game. Yeah, there is a chance I have already realized this. Oh, let's avoid the boss. I mean, it's not a boss, it's just a guardian. And as long as I'm not scaling any curse-related items, the guardian should really not be an issue. You know what, let's actually go upwards first, and then rotate back towards the right. Because I always go to the right first. Fumarola, healing is really important in my opinion, so Fumarola is one of those important things to level up. Hope that was a miss movement there. Off to the right we go. I really enjoy this guy's weapon. I want to see what this is gonna look like when we're gonna start scaling infinite levels and just, you know, start everything becomes insane. Start everything becomes insane. No comment on my talking being extremely weird and random. Whatever, doesn't matter. My question is, do the actual orbs do the damage, or is it the zone around that is expanding that does the damage? Because sometimes, you know, you think it's one thing, but it's something else. Increase max health and also gives us 0.1 HP regen. I think that's a bit better than Fumarola. And the food, avoid it as much as we can. No, I'm kidding. 66 healing, very nice. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Especially when the orbs expand. I do enjoy this expand thing. It is very unique. Now, I cannot possibly see this guy even remotely surviving at the end of this. Like, I cannot see how this guy can become powerful enough to survive, but you never know, man. You never know. You never know. It just doesn't feel like he's strong enough. That's what I tried to say. Fumarola's, yeah. Turan's box level up. And another Fumarola 0.2 because why not? Although I think armor is better in general. I think one armor taking one less damage is better than just healing a bit more, but who am I to decide? This is the part of the run at the 5 to 6 minute mark is when you get the most XP in this area, I guess, zone or whatever. So that's why we should definitely stand around and pick all the XP up right now. Although we are also losing life, I'm trying my best to maybe maintain some healthy, I guess some healthy build here. Let's go even more healing. The only thing that is most likely going to be a real issue here is, well, first of all, the fact that the Guardian is part of this armada that's chasing us. That means that if the Guardian touches us, we'll most likely lose a life on the spot. And we only have 2 lives anyway. But the main issue is that if I level up too much, I will be forced to start leveling up these cursed items. And I think we're a bit too close to that actually happening right now. I think we have almost already locked us in to leveling up some cursed items. Yep. It is happening, so let's try to avoid XP while also trying to get as many kills as possible. And this was the 6 minute mark, so I can leave this XP on the ground now, and at some point I will gather it anyway. Now at the 6 minute mark, as you see, less opponents spawn again, so this is a very, very good chance to pretty quickly run up and pick up all those items that we're missing. And when I see the Guardian once in a while, I can just block him, and that would be it. Let's pick this thing up, let's continue. Now we do know that the skeletons in general are pretty dangerous. Sometimes they're okay, sometimes they're really dangerous, so I'm gonna YOLO in there and hope that we're gonna somehow survive against. Somehow we did not get sniped. That was extremely lucky, and I think let's avoid whatever's coming from above us. Off to the bridge of danger. Off to the other side of this dangerous little bridge. And now we are fighting with the Onis, which isn't really that bad if it wasn't for the case that we have also Guardians chasing us. Like, the Onis themselves are really not an issue. The Guardians are, and this is where we're gonna either lose a life or everything's gonna be fine. Okay, seems like we are approaching the fine part of the run. That was a mistake. I should not have run into the skeleton, but it's better than touching a Guardian. Guardians just instantly kill you, so let's just straight up avoid as many Guardians as we can. Get this, zigzag through, and we're still alive as we haven't touched the Guardian yet, and off we go. Then there should be, yeah, there is this secret cave over there that always has food in it. So let's continue running away from the Guardians, as those are literally the only thing, as I said, that can snipe us out of the blue, which we would like to avoid. Let's go with pickup, as we do want to pick up all the XP now that we have enough items. Let's go get the secret food, which isn't even that secret, you know, after you have found it once or twice. And we are back at half life, so that is nice. And in my opinion, now I should go and pick up the classic pre-set up magnet that's over there at the top here. Let's avoid those skeletons that, you know, charge in, trying to snipe us. This should give us like 2 or 3 levels, most likely. I like how the skeleton despawn and spawn just somewhere else, trying to chase us down. And that magnet didn't even give us a single level. Unless, no, it's actually... It is still amassing the XP. You know what? I don't really care about the money gathering relic, so I'm not even gonna take it. I need to really... In my opinion, I need to stop picking up every single relic, especially when I don't care about them. I do care about the relics that provide us with curse, but I don't care about the relics that provide us with money gain. Like, who cares? So, we will continue chasing down these curse relics. I was not able to take it. Something happened there. That was a mistake. I need to rotate back over there. Of course, we're still getting chased by guardians, so it's not like... I mean, that guardian got triggered already, so... I'm just gonna pick up the relic and we're gonna continue. As far as I know, the guardians trigger the moment you see them. Like, if you see them, it means they have been triggered and you can't really avoid your fate. Now, the actual main issue here, and this is an actual issue with this, is that I will start gaining curse slowly, while I won't be gaining any power. That's literally the only issue with doing this curse thing. But it's not an issue with this weapon, because we know that for a fact that this weapon actually gets damage through curse. So this is the one and only weapon where actually getting too much curse too fast isn't really that much of an issue. Because most of the time what you want to do is you want to get everything leveled out and maxed out, and then you want to start getting over levels and making your main ability extremely powerful, and then you want to trigger all the guardians and just destroy them within seconds. But as I said, this is most likely not the case here. What is happening with the traps? What is happening with these the boohoo traps? I guess it is something about this area that is triggering that. So let's maybe go away from this area and let's go back into snow. Although I have to say, this area is really chill. If it wasn't for the fact that infinite... Yeah, the traps trigger again and again and again and again and again. What is up with the traps in this area? I don't know. I mean, I asked the same question 3 times now. But that's the actual question. Maybe the traps are triggered by the skeleton dudes, and I'm fighting... Maybe that might be the case. Maybe it might not be an area-related issue, but it might be a too many skeletons are chasing me issue. That could be very well be true. Level up, nice, we get 10% more damage. I mean, spinach is the next thing I should level up anyway. So there's that, I guess. Now, by the way, I want to mention right here, don't forget to drop a like or subscribe if you want to see more. And now that I have said that, and hopefully you drop the likes and whatever, now I want to tell you that I have modified the character a bit. Just a little bit. No, Sifd, but Sifd, we trusted you. Yeah. The only modification I did is literally that I made it so that every time he levels up, we gain 2% XP gain, just so that we can become more busted later down the run, right? Like right now, for example, I have 125 growth because of the levels, so I'm gaining almost double XP. And do you even feel it? I mean, I don't really feel it. Theoretically speaking, this should be something that is gonna be apparent after we get to the 25 or 30 minute mark, so right now it doesn't even matter. I just wanted to mention it so you guys know when we're gonna start gaining like crazy levels. That is how it happens. Let's level up here. Nice, we got a Skullomaniac level up, which of course isn't really that good, but that should also increase my damage, as we have already previously stated. And yeah, the only important thing right now is getting rid of the guardians. If I get rid of the guardians, nothing scares me. Nothing at all scares me at all. As long as I can get rid of the guardians. And the reason why that's the case is because when you get too much curse, things start running very fast. And the guardians are literally the one-shot god of I run too fast, you die. So we need to get rid of them as fast as we can. That's why I will be sticking close to them from here on out until I get rid of them through the sheer power of orbs. Well, it seems like effect lasts longer, we're gonna go with that. Let's just go with that. Let's open up this chest, which is going to be whatever. Candelabra, bigger area. I'm not even sure if that even affects this, but we're gonna know later, you know. Thronos box, that's more damage right there. Let's try to get as many kills as possible so we can get as many levels as possible, while trying to also stay close to the Guardians. As I said, we need to hit these guys as many times as we can, especially because we summoned them when we were about 100 and who knows how many levels. As you see, they just sped up a smidge. Let's go with area, that might be helpful. Yeah, it seems to be helpful. And I have to say, we definitely clear out a bunch of things. This build is pretty powerful, and it can only become more powerful. And we just found in our Arcana. So what should we invest this into? Well, something that affects my weapons for sure. I could go for area becomes smaller and bigger. Wait. Area, overall area continuously changes between 25 and 25 over 10 seconds. And the character starts gaining 1 area every level. Yes, let's do this. It becomes bigger and smaller. So we invest even more into this whole stupid idea of the orbs becoming bigger and smaller. And that's gonna become even bigger and even smaller. And we're also gonna gain even more range based on our levels. So I'm gonna definitely take that. And now it's gonna be like Electric Boogaloo. The orbs of chaos that become huge and become small. I love it. I love it. We are madness incarnate. And the more levels we get, the more area we get. I didn't even know that those tarot cards got changed, because they used to just become... the area becomes bigger and smaller, and that's it. And now they actually made it so that it also makes them... gives us 1 area per level. So that means that we're gonna have a huge area at the end of this game, unless I die a bit too early. Theoretically speaking, we should get about 200 or to 500 area just from that thing alone, as I will be ending this run at about level 3 to 400. That is almost certain. But I need to get rid of the Guardians. That's also very certain. I need to get rid of the Guardians right now. As I said before, all the curse passives, we got rid of 1. That's a very good sign. Although the first one was summoned a lot earlier than the other 3. But if 1 goes down, then about a minute later all of them go down, as I triggered them all together after the first one. I need to really avoid getting cursed levels for sure. Maybe I should run up there and pick up the golden mask, although honestly I don't really care. And now one is down, so that means 2 of them are left. And yeah, they're gone, it's over, Because, yeah, I started trying to push into destroying them at the same time. And we are safe. Now nothing else can scare us, so we can now start leveling up all those curse power-ups, which are going to increase our damage, of course. I have increased the bitrate of the video recording, so theoretically everything should be visible. And now would be a good chance to go down back into the green here and see if the traps were actually triggered because I was just moving around here, or if it was because of the skulls. And I could test that by theoretically, you know, running through the grasslands that we were previously running through. Wait, why are there everywhere? Here are the grasslands. So this is where I used to be. This is where I used to go. First of all, I really enjoy the spell. Man, the spell this guy has insane, and I just straight up love it. It looks cool. I do enjoy visually pleasing aesthetic things, and this, in my mind, definitely is one of them. And this whole idea of the symbols of the infinite, not the symbols of the infinite, the symbols of, this is called the atom, right? It feels like we're an atom. I love it. I really love how we're like, as if we're an atom. I don't know why I'm explaining the same thing with 3 different ways. I'm literally saying the same thing. So let's be here in the middle of Whyte. I do enjoy this winter area. And I do enjoy how we just... Look at this. We're doing 360 damage. Just by scaling Curse, by the way. Just by scaling Curse, my damage has increased from 150 when we killed the Guardians to 360. That was also Toron's box giving us 100% Curse, right? Look at this. I love it. I love it. I love it. We continue gaining levels. We're so close to greatness. A couple more levels, and we will start gaining over levels. As you see, opponents are trying to chase us down. What do you guys think you're gonna do to us, man? What do you guys are doing? What are you doing? You're not gonna be able to do anything to us unless we lose, right? And there is a good chance we're gonna lose, don't get me wrong. As I said, that's also another reason why we're playing with 1 weapon. Now you might say, but if this game is supposed to be played with 6 weapons, and that is what brings balance to the force and makes the runs actually busted. I will agree, up to a point. By the way, we're doing 420 damage. But the idea of this is to showcase the power of 1 weapon. Because at the flip coin of that, right, at the flip coin of, but if you're supposed to have 6 weapons, I can tell you that we had a bunch of good runs. Hopefully random card is gonna appear at the top right of some kind of busted run we did when I was doing solo runs, like the garlic run. We had a garlic run, we had a book run. I had so many runs. Laser run, for example. I had so many runs That's always random, that I was using only one weapon that were completely and utterly busted and destroying the game. Even a couple of days ago, I did like a run with a cursed character, the demon character, that also had game-breaking properties on his weapon, right? So there is proof of this game in footage that I have shot, and other YouTubers too, I'm pretty sure, where we use one weapon and destroy the game. So there is nothing to indicate that one weapon runs aren't really strong. So this is why I'm running with only one weapon. And honestly, I do enjoy this. I do enjoy that we have the orbs around us protecting us, and then once in a while it's like, it empowers them. I love it. I just straight up love how it's just shooting everything out, and every time we're leveling up we're gaining more might and more area and more might and more area, so this is just gonna become crazy and crazier. But it does really feel like the black zone around us is what is actually doing the damage and not the orbs themselves. Which, even if that's the case, I'm okay with it. Even if it's a pseudo garlic, I'm okay with it. Although, if that's the case, if it's a pseudo garlic, I definitely wanted to also have garlic with us, just so that we could see the garlic also become bigger and smaller, bigger and smaller. It's really hard to realize that the other thing is also functioning at the same time. The other thing that says over 10 seconds the area becomes bigger and smaller. You know what, let's actually put the mouse somewhere to see. Where's my mouse? Here's my mouse. So I'm gonna put my mouse here. Right now I have it here. Here's a good place. I'm not gonna move, I'm gonna have the mouse there. Actually, I can move if I want. I'm just gonna leave the mouse there to see if the area is gonna become bigger and smaller. And honestly, it does get through the levels, but it doesn't get through the thing. Yeah, it feels like that the tarot card I just picked up doesn't work. Yeah, it really feels like it. It really feels like the tarot card just straight up doesn't work. I don't know why, but it doesn't. The tarot card that says every level you gain one area, just straight up doesn't work. We are gaining area through this thing become more popular. Where is my area, by the way? My area is at... I'm blind. Here it is, 205. Let's get a level. It should be 206, right? 206, nice. And it doesn't scale. It doesn't do this part. Can I read this? I can't read this. Unbelievable that I open Grimoire, maybe this could read it. Nope. Well, I guess nothing is gonna read it. And honestly, that's also hide pickups. I don't want to be... Excuse me, hide guides is what I meant to say. I can go back to hide pickups. Whoa, destroy him! The full screen. Yeah, it really feels like it's a garlic. It doesn't feel like it's actually the orbs hitting them. Maybe that is the mechanic. Maybe when they're close to you, it's the orbs hitting them. When they're away from you, it's just covering the whole screen. But honestly, I want to see what this is gonna look like when I'm gonna be level 250,000. We're also gonna make it so that more opponents appear, for sure. So I think we're also gonna take that... yeah, the next Arcana is going to be the one that says double your curse might, luck, I think, and growth. I think that's what the Arcana doubles. Now, the fact that it doubles luck is bad, of course, because more luck means we do less damage. But it also will double curse, so theoretically it should be the same thing, or it's gonna break even. I don't know, we're gonna see. It also doubles might anyway, so at the end of the day it doesn't really matter, as we will gain damage through might. And we are gaining damage through levels too, so... Look at this, man. Every time we expand, everything gets dusted. Before we expand, they're trying to close in. The moment we expand, dusted. Super dusted. 600 damage. I mean, when they touch us, we do get hit for a heavy amount. But the fact of the matter is that even if when it's not expanded, they still cannot really get in. I do enjoy that this feels like a Thanos snap. Like this guy's snapping again and again and again and again. I love it. Just everything that I hold becomes, I guess, I control reality. Nothing can even survive. Area. Want to get to a point where it's permanently global, and then when it expands, it just clears out the whole map. I love it. What an awesome and powerful weapon, I have to say. What insane. Orbs of destruction. Nobody's gonna ever be able to control me. Yeah. 161. I'm a Makoni Boni. Honi Moni Makoni the Oni. I mean, I'm not an Oni, I'm a Tanuki, so... Oni Moni Makoni the Tanuki. It doesn't really fit. It would be better if I was an Oni. Anyway, let's continue. And destroy 650 damage at this point. Nothing can really survive, to be honest. I can just sit here, hidden behind the tree, because I'm afraid. I'm afraid that people are gonna judge me. I don't want to be judged. You know what? This is a good chance to go and test my theory that you only find tanukis at the bottom left. So let's go and run down and see if it's actually true that you only find tanukis in the grass area. There is nothing restricting us from moving wherever we want to, so let's just explore and see. Will we find my brethren, the tanukis? What is this path supposedly leading you into? I don't know. Does the music even change when we change areas? Okay, I'm at the very bottom. Wait a minute, what is this? Ooh, I'm in the middle of the sea. Are we fighting different opponents here, or... Well, we're definitely fighting some... I mean, we are fighting different opponents, but... It doesn't seem to be anything. I do enjoy that there was like a little thing there, though. I do enjoy that there was a bridge over there, and there are random stuffs. I do enjoy it when there is random stuff like this that doesn't really lead you anywhere. As long as it doesn't take a year to get there. Right, that's the difference for me. Like, yes, include random bridges that... Oh, you do actually find Maconis over here. Okay, good to know. And they are definitely durable, so it isn't a good idea to farm there. Ling, 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 ling. Our ability is global. Yep, it actually is permanently global. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but we have a permanent global ability. When did I get 100 levels plus? I didn't even realize. Let's get even more 100 levels. 10 luck, very nice. I didn't go the correct way. I should have been like... But Sifd, are you seriously gonna go around now as if it is an actual puzzle that you want to go... Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Impossible Game, I think is what it was called. Yeah, it was called Impossible Game, I think. And it's you're a square and you try to avoid some circles. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't even... Yeah, I just realized. You're supposed to loop out. This is how you're supposed to walk this. Do things like these exist? Like, it's a garden and you just walk the long way for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact you see the scenery, and you're not supposed to, you know, move on the grass or whatever. You're supposed to not touch grass, man. Maybe that is a thing. I am running towards this. I'm now a normal human being. Oh no, I have to go the not beaten path. I'm gonna say, let's try to get... Wait a minute. The character gains duration every level. No, we're gonna go get the doubling thing. Which is... it's gonna show down here luck and curse and whatnot, right? Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm gonna miss it. None of these amount. Nope, none of these. Here, this is it. So overall growth, luck, greed, and curse are doubled at fixed intervals, and the character gains +1 to all of them every 2 levels. I'm gonna take this, hoping that the curse is gonna out double the luck. Because, oh, I just realized I picked up +10 luck. Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm pretty sure some comments already commented about this. But yeah, me, Sifd, just realized that I should not have picked up the 10 luck. Okay, so for anybody that realized that earlier than me and is mad at me that I made the mistake and took that, I guess you are vindicated. Vindication! Let's continue this and let's, you know what, is there a magnet on the map? There is a magnet. No, let's go pick up the magnet on the map. I do enjoy that my ability is global now. As you see, nothing matters. I have the global ability of Orbs of Destruction. Now I'm actually permanent Thanos. Wherever the camera goes, you're dusted. If the camera pans towards you, oh, you're dusted. That's how it goes. If you try to talk to the camera, you're dusted. You try to talk to Mr. Stark, well, you know the answer to what's gonna happen to you. And if your guess was you're dusted, then your guess was correct. You know what? I'm on the wrong side of the hill. Let's go down the hill again. I know I can go up and then over the hill and what... You know what? Let's actually do that. Why would I say I know and then actually not, you know, use the solution I said that I know about? I like how it's like the orbs just fly off the screen as if they're like flu flu flu. Random orbs. It feels like it's a bit... It's just a bit... oh, I just realized there is a shade down there because the shadow, I guess, because of this path. What an awesome thing that they added, because this obviously did not render on its own. They definitely included that on the when they were creating that path. Like the shadow is drawn by hand is what I mean. There is no quote-unquote shadow in this game. As far as I know, this game is definitely not 3D. And I don't think they're using some kind of 3D engine to render things, so I'm pretty sure that shadow is hand-drawn, which is an awesome little addition, right? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I have to go one step deeper. I tried to say that there is a smidge epilepsy warning here, because as you can see, random orbs are flashing off the screen, like just appearing, disappearing. The ability at this point is obviously global. I'm not sure if you guys can see. The area is very, very global. And let's go pick up the magnet. Destroy these guys. Hey, look, these guys are trying to... Wait a minute. I'm losing damage. I'm losing damage. I'm losing damage. I think it's over. I think we're gonna lose. I think we're gonna lose. Yep. Oh, no. Now we're doing... Whoa. Wait a minute. I just realized something. Wait a minute. I think I just realized how this thing works. Wait, now my money is doubled. Is that how it works? 121 greed. Now, the moment this thing is gonna disappear, the money is gonna become smaller. Yeah, now it's 121. Now curse is double, 351, right? Am I not understanding this correctly? Wait, right now, currently, my curse is the highest, because look at this. Now we're doing 2,000... Now we're doing 2,080 something damage, right? So I have 357 curse, and it's still 357. I think it's temporary. I think it's temporary. So the next cycle should be luck, right? So let's see. Right now I have double XP gain, for example. And the next roll should be luck, as far as I understand it. So right now I'm doing 1,200 damage. My luck is at 129. Now it's still at 129, but it's theoretically doubled. So instead of doing 1,200 damage that I used to do, now I'm doing 375. You see, now I'm doing a lot less. So for the first time ever, I understand how this thing works. So whenever I get luck up, I will do very, very little damage. Whenever I get anything other than luck, I will be doing my normal damage, if not more, because I do still gain +1 on all of these 4 stats every time I level up, right? Every 2 levels. So every 2 levels I get, and now that I have double curse, look at this. Now we're doing 3,000 damage. So every time I get 2 levels, not every time, for every 2 levels that I gain 1% on all of these 4 stats. And because one of those stats is... I mean, I do get +1% on curse and on luck. So those 2 things do not affect each other, as far as I am concerned. By the way, the boss, at the moment I get the luck boost, 500 damage per pop getting hit here. So, yeah. Boom. And now he gets 1,300 damage hit, and the next one is going to be curse. So if this guy survives until the curse part, he should die at the curse part. In 3, 2, here we go, curse. Destroy him. 3,000 damage taken. Like how he... And bye-bye, he's toasted. Because double crisp. This is, yeah, exactly what I was about to say, that this was gonna be a candy box. I'm not gonna use this for anything. Skip. And let's continue. I could get a garlic, but I don't think so. So, every 2 levels, I gain 1% curse and 1% luck. Those 2 pretty much counterbalance each other out. But I also gain 1% might. So that means I straight up get damage for free. Now, when the rotation happens, as you see, when the luck is double, I get half damage. Instead of doing 1,300 something, I'm doing 600 something right now. You know, now that luck is gone, I'm doing 400, yeah, 1,400. And now when the curse is gonna roll, I'm gonna be doing like 4,000 or something, 40,000 or something, 4,000 or something, you're gonna see. Yeah, 37,000, 3,800, 3,700, 3,700, 3,800, somewhere around there. 3k, okay, 3 to 4k damage. So yeah, now that I understand how this thing works, first of all, as you can see, my orbs are global, and we borderline don't even see them. They're moving so fast, you can't even see them. The chat is scrolling so fast, you won't know that I'm... Whoa, flames! I got a fajita, as people have told me it is pronounced. So yeah. Hey look, the fajita is showing the hitboxes of items. Good to know. The fajita shows you where the hitboxes of trees are. Awesome, I love it. And I also, doesn't it feel like, oh, look at this. This is a whole area that you can't even go through. You see? The fajita reveals the lies that the developers have showed us. The fajita shows us where we can move. The fajita is the truth. Believe in the fajita. I mean, shift from not even knowing how it's pronounced into literally saying the word every second. Duality of man. Let's continue with madness here. You know what, now I enjoy this Arcana so much more. Now that I understand how it works, I just enjoy it so much more. Because I always was on this impression that it doesn't really work. It doesn't seem to be doubling with stats. Although you do gain crazy stats, right? You do gain crazy stats because of the fact that you do still, you know, level up. Therefore, you do gain the stats. Wait a minute, what's my high stat? Yeah, growth. And why is growth my high stat? Because I have modded that we get 2 growth every level we gain. As I said, I hope you guys don't hate me for it. At the end of the day, this is what we wanted to achieve anyway. We wanted to achieve madness. We wanted to achieve covering of the whole screen. We wanted to achieve greatness. And greatness we shall have achieved. Look at this. I am in luck mode and I'm still doing 1,300 damage. Oh no, money mode is gonna be 2,000 plus. Oh no, it's not. Okay, that's disappointing. Whoa, I think this is over. And this is the part that we're gonna lose. Yep, I guess this build was not made for winning. I guess I was wrong. I have been proven wrong. This build isn't as strong as I hoped it would be. We will lose here, of course, as we... It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, this is the part where we can know. At the end, we lost because of Curse, by the way. Curse is what's killing us here. I can't avoid this. There is no saving this. So it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. At the end of the day, it counts as a win. We did survive 15 minutes. I mean, it doesn't count as a win for the stats, but whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed. As I said, this would have definitely been able if my weapon was anything else that is more powerful than this. But this was an awesome weapon, in my opinion. DPS 354k. Awesome character too. And I think next time we're gonna play with... with Gavedoni, and then I think I have tested everything, and then, yeah, we're most likely gonna drop the game, but until that happens, don't forget to drop by for tomorrow's run, which is most likely gonna be the last, unless this takes traction and people want to see more Vampire Survivors, then I'm gonna play more of it. Otherwise, we're gonna explore other games that we have left behind. Anyway, I really enjoyed the run, I really enjoyed the character and the styling, even at the end where it was a bit too madness-inducing. I really enjoyed the beginning, honestly. Like, the beginning of this weapon was very nice. I did enjoy the style of it, like, it looked like the atoms are flying around and just expanding and becoming smaller. Like, I just loved it overall. So yeah, really enjoyable run, at least on my part. I hope you guys agree. If you do, comment down below and tell me about it. And as always, thanks for watching, and see you guys around.